Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Player on the left is Dog, our number 1 seed in the tournament, qualifying in with a 1.84 million. The first player ever to get the rebirth earlier this month, playing to and through level 255, looping background, going background all the way to level 91. Also, you know him as your two-time CTWC world champion. Long bar goes down there for Dog. Dog won in 2020 and 2021, arguably the most difficult years because it was online and anybody worldwide could play. So there was really no barrier to entry. So I think it had the toughest player pools relative to their time ever. So Dog won both of those years. Also an 8-time CTM winner, both in Masters and in the Lone Star Championship. So Dog won 8 times overall, has made it to the finals of the Masters event an additional 5 times, including last month, and has made it to the Masters event semifinals an additional 9 times. So if I count right, that's 23 times in the semis or higher for Dog here in Masters. And by the way, has also won a DAS Masters event, the second one ever in August, and was 5th in the Jonas Cup this year. So Dog, I would say, pretty good at Tetris. Pretty darn good. Also, yeah, the current score world record holder at 29.4 million, which he got in his rebirth game. On the right side, Dengler, qualifying in Seed 8 with a 1.53 million points. Known for his accomplishment of the first perfect max out. Yes, that is a max out starting all the way, what was it, 18? I think it was 18 or not. Probably, almost certainly 18. And yeah, it had to be 18. And then all Tetrises the entire way. No burns, no singles, no doubles, triples, all Tetrises the entire way. Dengler looking for his first CTM Masters event win. Has never made it to the finals, has made it to the semifinals 2 times, and both of those were the previous 2 months. So Dengler on the upswing. This year he did win the Northeast Regional for CTWC. He was in the top 4 of the CTWC World Championship this year and in the top 8 last year. 324 for Dengler right now, 210 for Dog. No, I don't mean earliest max out. I mean the perfect max out. Did I say earliest? It is a perfect max out. Competitively, in the database that I have access to, these players have played 4 times, once in CTL, but then very notably in the Classic Tetris World Championship in 2024 and 2023, Dengler was knocked out by Dog both times. In 2024, top 4 for Dengler, top 8 for him in 2023. Knocked out by Dog both times and was knocked out last month by Dog as well. So maybe a little bit of vengeance on the mind of Dengler. 464 right now, 373 for Dog. Oh no, kind of a ghost burn there from Dengler. You can tell by his reaction. I think he thought that was going to burn away, so that can interrupt your timing a little bit. You expect a line to burn and it doesn't, and of course you get that line clear delay that gives you that extra split second to kind of adjust and think and just kind of, okay, I've got this small little window of time to, and then when it doesn't happen, that can really throw you off. So That is why it is significant. 504 here for Dengler. 431 for Dog. There's a Tetris Dengler 550. 454 for Dog. And even in the CTL match that they played earlier this year, Dog won that one as well. So in my database, I don't have Dengler with a win against Dog, and so I think this would be a pretty important match for Dengler. Would love to take out Dog here, especially to get to the semifinals of CTM. 625 here for Dengler. He's heading into 20 with a 650. And Dog back by over 100,000 points right now. There's a Tetris into level 2561. Dengler Tetris 768, 180,000 points ahead. Dog's going to get that Tetris, and you know, Dengler is ahead by a couple of lines here. I guess about anywhere between 3 and 7 lines. Small amount. That can change if a player starts to build a little bit higher. Pieces start to come in faster. Skimming a Tetris for Dengler, 858. Dog's got one, 728. So about 130,000 point difference. Dengler gonna uncover that well, wait for the bar. There's a triple while he's waiting for that bar, and a little bit of a drought these players are undergoing. That's a big skill here in Tetris, is what do you do when the game doesn't serve you any bars? And there you go. Tetris there for Dengler. Dog's going to get that bar now and the other one. Okay, 830 for Dog, 934 for Dengler. Gilded Lizard getting the trouts out. Max out for Dengler into or on 26. Tetris for Dog, he's still back by about 130,000 points in a couple of lines as well. But a lot can happen. We're just about 20 lines away from that 29 transition. The speed will double, believe it or not. Tetris Dengler B03, the B for the 1.1 million. By the way, YouTube, just in case you're wondering, both of these players are well over the age of 13, so please do not restrict comments. Thank you. Dengler into 29 at 1.2 million. Max out here for Dog into 29. Tetris for Dog. Dengler setting up, gets a Tetris C99, about a 200,000 point lead, more than that. Tetris for Dengler again, D39. Tetris for Dog, B10. All right, Dog set up in the middle there, column 6, waiting out the bar. No, he's going to have to cover and try to work this away. Oh, no, Dengler going to top out a D62 here on 32. And Dog has got runway here. The target is D63. And Dog's board a little bit messed up, so he's going to have to find a way out of this. This is the opportunity that he's needed all game. Oh no, that T to the left is not going to get over. He's going to have to figure this out. Trying to uncover that center well, and this is kind of the danger of setting up that center well, is it's so hard to maintain and deal with basically two wells on 29. What can he do? Oh no, he can't get anything over, and Dog will just never be able to get that center well. Ends up topping out at B62, and Dengler is good in game number one. You think maybe if Dog had that well over on that right side, might have been able to navigate, but that's one of the dangers. You know, I'm not going to tell Dog how to play by any means. He's the best, but that is one of the things to look out for. Both players are ready. It's game number two. Dengler is up 1-0 over the 8-time CTM champion Dog. Let's go 3-2-1 Tetris. By the way, if there's somebody... I forgot to report the matches for yesterday. So if there's somebody that wants to remind me of what the results are so I can report them right now, that would probably be a good thing to do. I don't remember what they were. I mean, I know what the winners were, but I don't remember the scores. Okay, we are underway in game number two. Arbaro is there. Thank you very much, Arbaro and Sonic. $140 for Dog after a Tetris as we get underway in game number two. $160 for Dengler. Both players with the white-colored walls, the wood bedroom sets, and the blue shirts. So really, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like the same guy. Very similar on the left and right. Even down to the hair. Like, what is happening? Are they just making these teenagers in a factory somewhere? I want to remind you that if you're watching live and you like watching live, tomorrow is our final preliminary bracket of the Masters event. That is going to be the blue bracket, and that is going to be one to watch. That's going to be Miles versus Laser, the cuber, and Fractal versus Ramations. So those will be two fun matches. Those are going to start 23 hours from this very moment. So 24 hours minus one wherever you are. 310 Dengler, 305 from Dog. What if we are watching live, but we don't like to watch live? I mean, it's probably the right attitude. You probably should watch live, and you should probably dislike it. 333 Dengler, 351 from Dog. All right, pretty darn close in lines and score right now. Dog going to get that Tetris one row off the bottom. Dengler trying to uncover that right side well, does so. He's going to go to work taking care of that little that little gap there in column 9. And now he's got a clean stack. Getting a little bit droughted right now. Long bar now, Tetris. Tetris Dog 476. But just about the same line count. Dog with about a 1 Tetris lead. Tetris Dengler, same score, 5 lines apart. Dog will get that Tetris now. In their previous matches in CTWC and CTM, Dog won the matches all in a sweep. So this is the first time in either of those two contexts that Dengler has won a game. Now, Dengler did, when he went out against Dog in CTL, it was 3-2 Dog. 563 here for Dengler on 19. And long bars over, Tetrises for both of them. Dog with the 622 on 34. There's another Tetris for him, 646. Dengler's board high but flat. There's a long bar over for Tetris, 617. And another one, 643. So players within just a couple thousand points of each other when they're... Well, no, I guess Dengler ahead right now by 11 lines and back now by... 20,000 points here. So we'll see if they converge in terms of their line counts at some point. And it looks like, the pieces are a bit droughty here. Oh, adjustment there for Dengler to make room for that T. That didn't even look legal. What the heck? Tetris Dengler 767, 786 Dog. It was like the last split moment to make that adjustment. Like the last millisecond, and it just didn't even look legal. Tetris Dog 842. Tetris Dengler 828. Dengler ahead by 10 lines and back by about 17,000 points. Dengler will get that Tetris now. Oh, no. So for Dengler, that J piece didn't make it all the way to the left. That's going to delay clearing this down, but okay. It'll cost a few lines. It'll cost some pace. Dog back into the lead. Tetris Dengler 906. We're now at 1444 in the prize pool. So to be on pace, we need to make 400 per stream, right? Because we have 5 Masters streams, and so we're behind a little bit. So if we can get to that 1600 this stream, then we'll be on pace to get to our goal. Dengler going to pull back that piece there to make room for that long bar. Get that Tetris. Max outs for both players. A09 Dengler, A51 for Dog. And Dengler waiting out a bar. There's a bar finally for Dengler. He's 1 line away. He's going to take a Tetris into 29. Already with another Tetris set up and gets a Tetris. B26 for Dengler. B02 for Dog. He's got 2 more Tetrises available potentially if he can get the bars. He's going to take these burns down. He's not messing around. He knows he can sort of make it up here on 29. Transitions in about B51. Dengler's board starting to get a little bit high here. No bar coming, and he's going to top out at B70. The target for Dog is B71. And he's got all day here. He's got about 90 lines to work with just to get a few thousand points. And he is now in line out mode. And he's going to get it. Dog will take game number 2. So kind of Dengler, you know, had those, you can see that column 3, 6 lines up there. So he just had no burns that he could take. And, you know, just had to go all in on the bar. It didn't come, and that was that. Dog and Dengler, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Dog out of my current state of residence, Texas. Dengler out of my home state, Massachusetts. I hope that's okay to say. I think that is known, right? That's known. All right, Tetris Dengler, 68,000 as we get underway here. Dog taking his first burn. Oh man, I'm doxing everyone. I'm doxing teenagers. Ay, ay, ay. My God. Get me off of Twitch. Tetris Dog, 114 for Dengler as well. All right, Dog filling out that left. Would like a bar here. And just the game not giving it. I mean, he's holding out really well for that bar, but just can't seem to get a well-timed bar. And Dengler kind of up high here too, experiencing this drought in an entirely different way than Dog is. And a Tetris down there for Dengler gets it, and another one. Okay, Dengler back down near the bottom, out of danger. $260 for Dengler, $216 for Dog. All right, Tetris Dengler, 329. $265 for Dog. Dog, of course, again, getting that rebirth earlier this month. I did see it reported in some of the gaming media. I mean, what is next now? I know that there are things that people want to get. DAS 1.4. I'm sure people would like to get their own gym rebirths. Some people still working on colors, working on Game Crash, their first ones. But it'll be interesting to see what sort of the next thing will be. Next month should be interesting. We do have No Cap November. Long bar over Tetris Dengler, but he has to make a gap while he's doing that. Falkite says he's getting colors tomorrow. All right, let's see it. Oh, whoops. Dengler getting up high again here, triple to bring this down, and a Tetris. We do see this sometimes from Dengler where it's a very dangerously high, and there's a lot of acrobatics to be done up high. Long bar down, Dengler. Of course, he's got that perfect max out, and if you watch, some of his games on his way to get that, I mean, they are just, obviously you can't take any burns, so kind of a master of this no burn style. But it doesn't always translate to comp, so of course he has to adjust from that way of stacking to more competitive, friendly stacking. Tetris Dengler 570. What is Dog's PB? It's right there on the screen. 29.4 million in an uncapped game with the crash removed. 641 Dengler transition into 19. Huge transition pace. There's another Tetris 665. Dog still 8 lines to go. There's one Tetris for him, 595, angling for a level for a 600K transition as well. There's a Tetris for Dog into 19 at 619, so another double 600. And I feel like those are getting more and more common. I mean, I feel like we've seen a lot of them this month, but yeah, it could just be, I mean, who knows? Someone to look at the data and say, well, actually, we had more of them in April. Okay. But it seems like they're just a lot more common, double 600. So players still continuing to get better. 789 Dengler, 681 Dog. No, we're not going to delete 18. We already had, some pretty consequential top outs in this broadcast on 18. But it's still not a given. Just, oh, well, you can just robotically get a 750 transition on, 18 every time. All right, Dengler working this down. Tetris Dog 728. Tetris Dengler. $773 from Dog. Dengler just on a tear at $963. He is 10 lines ahead of Dog and about 160,000 points ahead in score. It is a real lead, but that line difference is something to note. Tetris Dog 846. Dengler 10 lines away from now from that 29 transition. The speed will double. All right, that left side for Dengler seems to be an accident. But he's going to bring it down. He's got 4 lines to go until 29. He's got a Tetris set up. Dog at 914 on 27. Dengler going to triple twice there into 29. He's at B15. So a 1.1 transition for Dengler. And he's going to go. Dog's pace cooled off significantly since that 600K 19 transition. Oh, no, that hang on the left for Dengler. What can he do? The answer is nothing. That's going to be a top out from Dengler at B44. So Dog with a chase down target of B45. It's 142,000 points to get. He's got 80 lines to get there. Tetris is at this level worth right now 36,400. So, 4 Tetrises over the course of that amount. And so Dog having trouble here. I'm not. Oh, my goodness. Okay, looks like he's working it. Oh, that right side is going to be a problem. And Dog not able to complete the chase down. So Dengler kind of handed him a bit of a gift here. It's hard to say that, you know, post 29, like, you know, topping out at all, you know, is a gift. But Dog had that chase down of view. He had the lines to do it, but not able to do it here. So Dengler got to hang on for a win in game number 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Is it Laurel or Yanni? Green Needle. Oh, I gotta get rid of the seed checker. There we go. Goodbye. Thank you. Boy, the seed checker looks really ugly when it's not a seed in there, doesn't it? All right, couple Tetrises on the board for Dog. Dengler has got 3. All right, long bar over here for Dengler. Nice long bar in the middle for a Dog to help clean this out. And open up that well. Gets a Tetris on that right side. 77,000 for Dog. 136 for Dengler. All right, Dengler with the Vits. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Vits this stream, so all you Vits enjoyers, there's one, a gift to you from Dengler. Tetris Dengler 205. There's one for Dog 147. Just about the same line count. All right, Dengler taking a few skims here as he waits out the bar. All right, Dog working this down. There's a nice square to help clear out that left side. And that T will help, and a long bar down for the Tetris for Dog. 179, 236 for Dengler. That was a pretty long drought. Yeah, that's the one thing I wish we did have, the drought counter and all that. You know, there is that Tetris Champs, which is a really good, handy piece of software. But it does require a little bit of setup there. Dengler with the adjustment, it was kind of the wrong adjustment. So he had to think on the fly there, but it's all right, no problem. Still clean. Tetris Dog 270, 327 for Dengler. What happened to Max Out Club, by the way? I think it still exists, but I don't think it's actively updated or worked on. All right, Dengler there with sort of an adjustment there. Ends up having to take a spin as a result. No big deal. Still flat, still clean, still good. There's an adjustment with that S to make room for that Z. I've been seeing that kind of stuff a lot more thanks to working on puzzles on nestris.org. 420 for Dengler, 319 for Dog. Tetris Dog 343. There's Dengler 471. Mr. Brain says, I prefer not having a drought counter with SPS matches. Well, that's true. It kind of depends on the commentator. I do think there is a bit of a tendency for people to spoil the drought or to leak the drought to the other player. And so you got to try hard not to do that until the lagging player also gets the piece, right? There's a Tetris Dengler 540, 413 for Dog. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Okay, 586 for Dengler, 460 for Dog. $506 Dog, 633 for Dengler, potentially two more. He's got 125 lines. There's one Tetris for Dengler. All right, he's going to set up here, waiting out the bar. There's the bar, and a 679 for Dengler. Another big transition pace here for Dengler. There's a Tetris for Dog. He's at 553. That T for Dengler, pretty slick here, but he's going to miss that S spin, so that's going to cause a couple extra lines of burning. Dog is in at 577. It's a pretty healthy score as well. All right, Dengler taking a couple of burns here. Dog going to take a few burns. We're waiting out bars again. There is a bar for Dog. He's going to get it, 621. There's one Dengler, and another one, 776. So Dengler now about 11 lines ahead on our screen. $888 for Dengler. He Tetris 918, 674 for Dog. There's a Tetris for Dog, 703 on 23. I mean, Dengler just pacing right now. So Dog back by about 246,000 points. Or probably in the back of Dog's mind somewhere, it's like, okay, well, I've seen times where he's topped out here, so maybe I can sort of, obviously there's a bunch of things that go in your head competitively. And so Dengler also has to think of that as well, right? So there's a lot to this. There's people that criticize Classic Tetris competitive as, well, it's not really competitive because the player's actions don't affect the other player. There is no garbage that's sent over, And that's a fair point, but certainly your opponent's tendencies and what they do and, how they play is certainly relevant. Oh, there's the spin tuck for Dengler of that J piece. You love to see it. Oh, my word. 871 here for Dog. Dengler with the 1.1 on 27. There's a Tetris Dog, 911. Dengler has three more Tetrises potentially available, but he's going to burn away at least one of those. So now he's got one more Tetris available, B95. He's going to have to take a double here, and we'll see if he waits out for it. And he's just going to take that triple in. And he's at C17 here on 29. Dog at 981. We'll see how Dengler decides to handle this. He is nice and low right now. Creating a little bit of a gap here. Triple gets over with that long bar. Long bar over Tetris for Dog. He's in at A53 with the max out. Right now he's back by about 190,000 points, but he's also back by 16 lines, right? So Dog has lines in hand as well. So that is certainly relevant. It is not as big of a disparity as you'd think at first. So Dog has lines in hand. C62 for Dengler. B10 for Dog. Oh no, Dengler's left side is a real mess. And boy, he's going to really have to do something. Oh no, and Dengler going to top out at C69. So Dog has got another chase down chance here. Needs to get to C70. He's got a lot of time here. He's got 60 lines to do it to make up about 110,000 points. It's around 3 Tetrises. So he's got all the time in the world to get it. And those misdrops on that left side of the board that high are so tough on 29 to deal with. So you can see Dog take some of these more safe ways here. He's not trying to force those Tetrises in. He knows he's got time to get them. And he can make up a lot of these points just with, singling and doubling. So he does not, even though it's 3 Tetrises worth of points, he does not have to get them all by the Tetris. So he's got 30 lines to go until that 39 super kill screen. And really now he's like 1 Tetris away. All right, he's going to take that double down there, and he's just going to kind of work this down bit by bit. He's actually set up for a Tetris if he can get a quick bar. The long bar goes in, and he gets it. So Dog is good in game number 4. He knew the situation. He knew what he had to do. And he knew what he had done sort of the previous game where he kind of failed that chase down. And so he wasn't going to take any chances. He was going to get the lines that he needed and bring it down. And Dog has taken game 4 and forced a decider. So a great chase down from Dog. It's a decider. The winner goes to the semi-finals in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And I got to get rid of the seat checker again. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. All right. No matter what happens, it's already Dengler's best showing against Dog in CTM or CTWC with these 2 games. This is fun. I love a decider. I don't know if the players like him so much. I'm sure they would rather just breeze through every match. 3 games to none, 3 games to none every single time. But you, the fans, you certainly love him. Myth Power says, shout out to Tim, who got me into this crazy scene. All right, well, shout out to Tim. Tim, if you're watching or listening or whatever, you've been shouted out. All right, Tetris for Dog, 91,000. Dengler also at 91,000. Tetris Dengler. And Dengler, all Tetrises so far. That's familiar territory for him. Finally going to take a single. DJ Mr. Bro says, it's all your fault, Tim. Tim. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is what got me into the whole classic Tetris scene, although there wasn't much of a Tetris scene. There was just CTWC and then, a couple of random streamers and then a tiny little tournament called CTM. Wow, look at that adjustment from Dengler with that T. That was crazy. That was wild. 232 Dengler, 172 for Dog. Dengler gets a Tetris. Spida says, someone named Tim took my mom out for a nice seafood dinner and never called her back. Well, Tim is a jerk. Hana says puzzle adjustment. All right, Dengler here has a couple of burns to take before he can be Tetris ready again. Let's go to allow Dog to make up some of this deficit. Yeah, how I got into it, I had been like looking up like Zelda speed running or something on the YouTube algorithm. So I guess the YouTube algorithm said, "Oh, you must want to watch competitive gaming." So here's was it Jeff or was it Alex Kerr? I think it was Jeff or Alex Kerr, something like that. And I had also been looking up how to play Tetris at home, like not at home, but like on a flat screen because I did not have a CRT. And so then after those two things, it decided to give me, it was either the Jeff or the Alex Kerr one with Jonas. Then I joined a Discord server and started watching people streaming. And there's only a couple of people streaming Tetris around that time. Harry, Jonas, and then like 2 or 3 other random people. Discord server had like 120 people in it when I joined, something like that. It wasn't a lot. But now we're up to 5,000. And almost all of them are legitimate accounts, which is crazy. No, only about half of them. All right. 480 for Dengler, 390 for Dog. Dengler again a bit ahead in lines, is playing up a little bit higher. Tetris for Dog, 438. So again, if this kind of holds out, Dog has a few lines in hand. Witch Hunting says, Salt's video got me into this. Been loving it. Well, there you go. Summoning Salt. Tetris Dog at 507, 571 for Dengler. Yeah, I would say like a couple years before I, found the Twitch Tetris community, I always loved Tetris as a kid. It was like my number 2 favorite game besides Punch-Out. And another 600k transition for Dengler. Up kind of high here, though. Let's watch him bring this down. I did actually buy an NES again like in 2016 or something like that, and I tried to hook it up to my flat screen, but the lag was so bad. I'm like, I can't play this, so I just put everything away. I was like, I'm not going to buy your CRT. All right, 697 Dengler, 603 here for Dog on 19. It's actually much closer here because Dengler ahead by about 2 Tetris's worth of lines. Although Dengler's lead is a real lead, but pretty small. Averix got into this through the Uncle Mike. Oh, really? I didn't know there were any Uncle Mike folks who came in through the story of Uncle Mike. That's pretty funny. Tetris Dengler, 779, 642 for Dog. Summoning Salt is maybe the best. He's not maybe the best. He is definitely the best for sure. There's no question about that. But yeah, it is weird that Summoning Salt... yeah, that is weird. Anyway. $760 for Dog, $886 for Dengler. Dengler with a Tetris, Dog with a Tetris. Dengler ahead by about 130,000 points. Ahead by about 8 lines. Dog with gaps in the stack right now. This guy came in from Scout CTM recaps. Oh, nice. Max out for Dengler on 26. Yeah, it would be fun if someone made these CTM recaps. I think those were super fun. Obviously, it's not economic for a Scout to make them. They take a lot of time and they don't bring in a lot, but they were fun. That's for sure. A83 for Dengler, 822 for Dog. Dirty Tetris for Dengler. He's got the 1.1 and room for maybe 2 more Tetrises before 29. 858 for Dog. Kind of a similar situation to that previous game. All right, Dengler is into 29 at about B40 something. All right, Dengler piling high on that left side. Does not want to miss any 5 taps or anything like that. So piling high on that left side. Perfect clear for Dengler on level 39. 11 transition for Dog. Decent board here. Set up for a Tetris. Gets it. 956 for Dog. Another Tetris for Dog. 993. Dengler at C28. Tetris for Dog. A39. He's back by about 200,000 points. Both players clean. Dog gets another Tetris. C36 for Dengler. He's going to take a triple to bring this down. He's got the lead. He can afford to take a few safety burns here. Another Tetris for Dog. B28. Tetris for Dengler. C95. All right, Dog trying to bring this down over on the down the bottom here. Oh, that left side is going to be a problem. Dengler's board starting to climb a little bit as well. All right, Dog bringing this down. Dengler's board back in. Oh, that was a dirty triple for Dog. I kind of missed one of the lines there. All right, and Dog's break. Oh, Dog gonna miss with that T just when he had it almost brought all the way back down. E76 for Dengler into level 36. Board starting to climb for Dog. He gets that bar to the right though, and Dog just trying to bring this down. All right, he gets a triple here. Dengler with 21 lines to go until that level 39. He skims. He takes a Tetris F84. Dog 35 lines to go. There's a Tetris C40. He's got to make up a lot here. He's got to make up, over like 250,000 points and not a lot of time to do it. There's a Tetris for Dog, and Dengler making sure not to top out. Dengler's got the rollover. Dog trying to set up for a Tetris here, taking a couple of burns here. Every burn is really painful here for Dog. Dengler setting up for one last Tetris. That left side for Dog is not going to leave him many options, and I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. Dengler with the rollover, the 1.6 top out. The target for Dog is 1.65. I don't think there's any way he's going to get there. Dengler knows it, and Dengler is going to celebrate his victory. Dog not able to complete the chase down this time. Dengler did what he needed to do, so GG's to both of our players. Dengler, for the first time ever, has beaten Dog in CTM or CTWC. So that is a great feat for Dengler. So let's let's show that. It's not meme, it's Dengler. What are you, number 8? Or what are you, 8? What are you, 8? There it is. Dengler is your bracket winner. So GG's to you, Noah Dengler. You will be moving on to the semifinals for the 3rd month in a row, by the way. And of course, kudos to Dog. Dog put in a really gutsy performance. Didn't quite have it this month, but certainly a gutsy performance for him. I'll never forget that Chasedown. He was so far behind, and that Chasedown perfectly engineered. But Dengler is going to be able to outlast Dog there. So, hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.